course the cowards, not here. So much for that open door policy Gamp's been going on about.
Ha! How does he come up with this stuff? And how do people keep falling for it?
He always thinks he can wait out the consequences. He's not dodging us this time.
Don't worry. He's gotta come back eventually.
I'm not waiting around all day. I say if he doesn't come back soon, we go looking for him.
Hey! What in blazes are you doing here? Ha 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 ha! Get in line. If we knew where he was, you think we'd be standing around here like idiots? What's that supposed to mean?
Look, we don't want any trouble. If we knew where to find Gam, we'd tell you. If you let us walk out of here alive, then we can tell you where he likes to hang around. Try the cantina or grill speeder shop. Even if he's not there, someone's probably seen him.
Can we go?
Don't have to tell us twice.
I told you it wouldn't be ready until tomorrow, Nolan. We talked about this, remember? These things take time. You gotta have patience and put some trust in old Gizmo. Oh, jeez. How did you find me? I mean, why would you want to find me? Who hired you? Which coward sent you to do their dirty work? Oh, my reputation. You heard correctly then. Whatever you need to get your hands on, I'm your guy. So, what can I do for you? Need something fast? Credits? Something to take the edge off? A hush-hush ride out of Kessen's Landing? Whatever you can dream of, I've got it all. Absolutely! After one tiny little favor, of course. You scratch my back, I scratch yours, and all that. Normally this place is last on the Republic's list of priorities, but for some reason a few of my most recent business enterprises caught the attention of SIS. They've got agents following me around every corner. I've been laying low while they sniff around, but I gotta get out there among the people if you want information. You get those agents off my back, and I'll get you every last scrap of information you're looking for. No tricks, just two people having each other's backs. That's so rare nowadays, you know? I'm going to assume you've been to my office already. If you head back there, you can pick up a few toys to help you root out where those busybodies are hiding. Once you find them, make sure they can never bother me again. If you catch my meaning, signal me with this when the job's done, and I'll meet you at my office. Pleasure doing business with you.
Don't forget about the...
Master Zhou would be proud.
Dropping off supplies for Ko and her cronies at the...
Going to recommend permanent surveillance. We leave this place too long without a babysitter, things will go sour fast.
Sorry, friend. We're about to lock up for the day. What are you talking about? Is there a problem? We honestly don't know what's going on. You think we're SIS? Don't know what gave you that idea, friend, but we're just mechanics. Whoa, there's no need for all that. If you just, now!
That's not necessary.
What are you doing here, Krobos?
Funny. I was just wondering the same thing.
Your new friend was very concerned about your presence in Kessen's Landing.
What? What are you talking about?
That's what I'd like to know.
There is a healthy dose of dissidence in this part of Ord Mantell. A separatist movement that's been dormant for years is beginning to stir. This man supplies those separatists with rations, weapons, whatever they need. For his trouble, an anonymous benefactor pays him offensively large sums of credits.
That is an absurd and frankly a reprehensible accusation. I serve everyone to the absolute best of my ability.
Your benefactor works for me. The Empire has many vigilant servants in every corner of Ord Mantell. When you reached out to your contact, inquiring about the size of the ransom the Empire would pay for such an infamous visitor, word passed quickly to me.
That's not... You can't...
You owe me an explanation. And it better be good.
Okay, yeah. An explanation. What was I supposed to do? You bust down my door, start sniffing around. I couldn't turn down such a well-timed opportunity.
If I were to be perfectly honest, I appreciate the fact that you were so eager to take advantage of this situation. But I would hate for all that I have invested on Ord Mantell to go to waste due to one man's greed and stupidity. I have also received reports that the rift among the Mandalorians is spreading in a way that threatens the Empire's interests across the galaxy. I will not allow these hidden chain Mandalorians to disrupt what I have built here. Together, you and I will ensure they meet a swift end.
I'm here because my allies asked me to take care of this. It has nothing to do with the Empire.
Have you not been listening? It has everything to do with the Empire. I have a vested interest in the network of resources and information that has been established here. I will see to its preservation myself. With my help, we can put an end to this distraction quickly and return to our business, without destroying years of work. We will require assistance from local agents sympathetic to our interests.
Me? You want my help? I thought my part was finished.
Working for the Empire has been very lucrative for you so far. Why stop now?
Well, when you put it like that. And anyway, I reckon that Mandalorians running through the streets would put a damper on expanding my business prospects. Now that you mention it, I've got a separatist buyer who's been real pushy lately. More than usual. Keeps talking about something big they've got in the works. Could be connected to this hidden chain you're all worried about. Could be coincidence? Only one way to find out.
What do you suggest?
I just dropped a weapons shipment for the Spire. I'll shoot her a quick holo call, tell her I forgot something. That'll buy us time before she makes the pickup. Meanwhile, you two go to the drop point, wait for her to show up, and find out if she's in with these Mandalorians. Piece of cake.
Except for one thing. How do you know she won't run when she sees us?
Ah, you see, my buyer and I always arrange handoffs in the geothermal station outside of town. There's an old ventilation shaft that'll get you in and out completely unnoticed. Use that for the old element of surprise, and she'll never see you coming.
This better not be some kind of trap.
I understand your suspicion, really. I do. But I know a good deal when it's in front of me. I'll keep my ear to the ground while you're gone, see if I can pick up anything else that'll get you ready for this attack.
Do not let him out of your sight.
I'll just, do all my asking around from in here, I guess.
This is the way Gizmo said we could infiltrate the geothermal station. Tread carefully.
Watch out for the gas!
In there.
Gizmo, you failed to mention there were pockets of hot gas in this ventilation shaft.
Right. Sorry, that happens sometimes. Someone switches a wrong lever or two. Or three. There's a control terminal somewhere in there. Should be quick and easy to shut off the gas.
Done. The gas is off.
This does not bode well for Gizmo. If this meeting with Gizmo's contact does not produce the desired results.
I suppose Gizmo's plan to interrogate the Separatists is out of the question.
At least now we have answers about their involvement with the hidden chain.
Out of the way. Now. Let's see how you fare against me.
That is quite enough.
Okay. Take it easy, and don't come near me.
You can wield the Force, but you are no Jedi.
You're right. I'm not a Jedi. As for whatever this is I can do, I've got bigger problems. I was trying to find my sister. I haven't seen her in days. Mina works here, so I thought... I ran into them instead.
How fortunate for you that we arrived when we did.
I had it under control.
You call that under control?
I got away from them for a minute, before you showed up. But I messed up. Got distracted.
Distracted by what?
Cooling rods. They're the only things keeping the thermal station from blowing half of Ord Mantell into a crater. Those Gundarks in the fancy armor were taking crates full of them out of here. I tried to stop them, or at least slow them down. If we don't find those cooling rods and put them back, this whole place is going up.
I'm not interested in a fiery death. Not right now, at least.
The problem is, I don't know where they took the cooling rods.
We need a backup plan, quickly.
Damn it! My sister told me about this. There's a quick fix, but I'll need your help.
What do you need me to do?
We can redirect the water from the reservoir into the back spillway. That should provide enough coolant to keep things stable. For now. Someone's gotta watch my back in case there's any more of them around. And someone's gotta stay here to flip the spillway switch when I give the signal.
I'll stay here. Contact me at once if you need backup.
Let's go!
I'm surprised you didn't try to fight me too, or run.
I don't care who you are. You let me live. I've got no problem with you. Not sure if you care, but my name's Petra, by the way. We need to shut off the emergency systems first, so the spillway will stay open.
Got it.
What is happening? I just lost visuals on several monitors.
It's fine. We're overriding the emergency shutdown.
Whatever else you need to do, do it quickly. Temperature levels are 30% over capacity.
We need to get the runoff channels open. We'll have to do it manually. It's, I'm pretty sure it's that one. Try that one!
Are you sure?
No, but it's our best shot!
70% over capacity. If I don't hear from you soon, I will open the spillway.
Just need to divert the water from the reservoir into the spillway.
90% over capacity.
All right, that should be everything. Tell your friend to hit the switch.
Krovos, open the spillway, now!
Everything seems to be returning to normal. I don't see any other alerts.
Good. Keep watching. If anything changes, let me know. I'm going to find out where the rest of the hidden chain went.
Understood.
We're in the clear for now, but long-term, those cooling rods have got to go back where they belong.
The people who took the cooling rods, do you know where they might have gone?
Well, there's no place for shuttles to take off from here, and they couldn't have moved them all on foot.
Hey, I don't have long, and I know you don't either.
You wouldn't be contacting me unless it was for something serious.
Good instincts. There's something you need to know. Not tomorrow, not in a little while. Jakaya, he's taking way too long to say it.
So he asked you to tell me?
No, he's so focused on what's going on, he didn't even notice me sneak away to call you. I don't know how else to say this. Mandalore is missing.
Missing? What do you mean?
I mean, no one can find her. Jack can't even get in touch with her over comms. The traitors are out in full force, and it's like she's just disappeared.
Whatever she's doing, I hope you find her soon.
Yeah, me too. You deserve to know as much as anyone. You've done right by her. Hell, you're fighting for her right now. Speaking of, how's it going down there?
We are trying to stop this place from melting down, remember?
Who was that? What's she talking about?
I found her holding off a group of hidden chain, by herself. She says they've taken cooling rods out of this geothermal station. Do you know what Heta would want with something like that?
Not a clue. But I'll let Jakaya know about this. You need anything, call. Alright?
All these strangers show up and my sister disappears. And like an idiot, I've been helping one of the strangers. That Mandalorian you were talking to? How do I know he doesn't have something to do with all this? How do I know that you don't have something to do with all of this?
Trust me or not, it doesn't matter. My mission is the same, stop the hidden chain. I don't care whether you come along or not.
Let's just get this over with. As many cooling rods as the Mandos took, they'd need something big to move them. There's an old tram system that runs out of here. It's not in the best shape, but it would get the job done.
It's a start.
Fine. It's this way.
Opening the spillway must have worked. It doesn't feel quite as hot anymore.
Yeah, but it's only a temporary fix. I don't even want to think about what will happen if we don't get any of those cooling rods back.
All the trams are gone.
But we can find out where they went. Come on.
This data is a mess, but it looks like the trams were heading toward a supply depot.
Fort Ronick. I know it. It's a good place as any to start looking. I'll show you where it is. Faster we get this done, faster I can get back to looking for my sister.
Krevos? Are you there?
Here, and waiting for an update.
We might know where to find the cooling rods. Fort Ronick. If the Separatists let the hidden chain in there, I doubt we'll get a warm welcome. I need a way in that won't raise their alarms. Contact Gizmel, lean on him for any intel he has on the area.
I'm not entirely certain we should take his advice on infiltration again, but I will see what he has to say. I spoke to Gizmo. He mentioned a collapse in the tram tunnels. Apparently it was caused by seismic activity from the geothermal station.
So we might be able to catch the cooling rods before they get to the fort.
We can try. There are maintenance hatches that can get us into the tram system. Let's see if we find any smashed-up separatists.
Everyone's still going about their business. Didn't anyone notice that the geothermal station almost melted down?
We see worse things on a regular basis. Something like that isn't even worth cutting your lunch break short over.
crash knocked out the power to the whole tram. How do we get this door open?
Hold on a second. There's a gunk droid. Hook the little guy up to the door panel. He'll have enough juice to get us into the tram.
This is painfully slow.
Give it a second. I'm sure it's nowhere near as fancy as the droids you're used to. But I promise, it'll get the job done.
No cooling rods in here. Hold on. What's in there?
Are those... cages? What is all this? What were they doing? Mina! Mina! Oh no. Rami. Yeah, I mean, kind of. I didn't know him that well. He was a friend of Mina's. No one's seen him the last few days either. I was starting to think that maybe they just ran off somewhere. Somewhere better than here. And she'd call and tell me how great it is. That's what I get for hoping, I guess. You're right. We need to finish this. This hidden chain scum has a lot to answer for. If that's what you want to do, go right ahead. I don't know why it's so hard for your type to spare a single thought for people like us.
Have you made any progress in retrieving the cooling rods?
Of course that's all she cares about. I doubt you imps care, but these are my neighbors. My family. I'm not interested in looking for anything else but them.
The situation is not ideal, of course, but I hope you remember where your loyalties lie. If we retrieve those cooling rods, keep them out of the Republic's hands, we turn an increasingly discontented populace against them. And if the Empire returns the rods, if we save this little backwater settlement, imagine what they'll offer in gratitude. That may be true, but regardless of their intentions, the cooling rods have become part of our plan. We gain nothing from focusing on their prisoners. Intriguing. If it works, of course. My recommendation is more than a request. I understand that you are allied with the Mandalorian leader, but do not forget your other obligations in all of this. Krivos out.
Fort Ronick isn't far from here. I bet a month's wages they just walked the rest of the way. You want to take out the rest of the hidden chain? Let's go find them.